Right now, you're pouring $45 full synthetic oil into your engine, thinking you're giving it the best protection money can buy. But here's the truth no one tells you. That oil may have never been created in a lab. It came out of the ground, got refined, and then got labeled synthetic completely legally. And the craziest part? These aren't random sketchy brands. These are the exact same brands sitting on shelves at Walmart, AutoZone, and Jiffy Lube. Today, I'm breaking down which 10 brands are doing this, why it actually matters for your engine, and what you should really be buying instead. But before we get into it, if you like honest, no BS car content, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Point 1. Castrol Edge. Let's start with one of the biggest names, Castrol Edge. You've seen the ads. Formula One partnerships, fluid titanium technology, premium branding. It feels like top-tier oil. But here's what's actually inside. Mostly Group III base oil, which is just highly refined crude oil, not lab-built molecules, not true synthetic in the original sense. Now, to be fair, the additives are solid, the oil performs fine for normal driving. But here's the issue. You're paying a premium price for something that's not premium at the base level. It's not bad oil, but it's not what the label implies. I'll show you exactly how this became legal and why the entire industry changed because of it. And real quick, if this already changed how you look at oil, hit like and subscribe because it only gets more interesting from here. Point 2. The 1997 court case that changed everything. To understand this, you need to know how oil is classified. There are 5 groups. Group 1, 2, 3 come from crude oil. Group 4, 5 are true synthetics, lab-created. Group 4 PAO is what synthetic originally meant. Then in 1997, something big happened. Mobil sued Castrol. Mobil said, Group 3 is refined oil, you can't call it synthetic. But the court ruled, if the oil is heavily processed and behaves differently, it can be called synthetic. And just like that, the definition changed. Companies realized, why use expensive PAO when you can use cheaper Group 3, label it synthetic, and sell it for the same price? And that's exactly what happened. Move on to Valvoline, a brand that quietly changed its formula without most people even noticing. If you're learning something new here, go ahead and subscribe, because this kind of info can literally save you money. Point 3. Valvoline, the quiet shift. Valvoline has been around since 1866. For a long time, their synthetic oil actually used PAO base stocks, but then they quietly changed it. No big announcement, no obvious label change. Now what? It's mostly Group 3. And here's the problem. People still trust the brand based on its history, but the product inside isn't what it used to be. Quaker State, a name that sounds powerful but doesn't tell the full story. If you've ever bought oil based on brand trust, you'll want to like this video because this is exactly how people get misled. Point 4. Quaker State, ultimate marketing. Ultimate durability. That name sounds like the best of the best, right? But the reality? It's still Group 3 oil. Here's what makes it interesting. Quaker State is owned by Shell, the same company behind Pennzoil, but they don't use the same technology. Pennzoil gets the better base oil, Quaker State gets the standard one. Same parent company, different quality levels. On to start Pennzoil and why it's actually a bit different. If you're starting to see how branding works in this industry, subscribe now because we're just getting into the good stuff. Point 5. Pennzoil Platinum. Better, but not perfect. Pennzoil Platinum uses something called GTL technology. That means it's made from natural gas, not crude oil. Much cleaner and more consistent. It's often called Group 3 Plus. So yes, it's better than standard Group 3, but here's the key point. It's still not PAO. So while it performs very well, it's not the same as true synthetic oils like Mobil 1 or AMSOIL. Let's talk about the cheapest oils and why they might actually be more honest. If you appreciate clear, honest breakdowns like this, drop a like because it really helps more people see this. Point 6. Store brands, the honest option. Supertech, Amazon Basics, Kirkland Signature, all of these use Group 3. But here's the difference. They're priced low, so you know what you're getting. Unlike premium brands that charge more for basically the same base oil. If you're changing oil regularly, these actually make a lot of sense. Where things get really expensive? Quick lube shops. If you've ever gotten an oil change at a shop, you need to hear this, so subscribe now. Point 7. Quick lube shops, the hidden truth. You go in, ask for full synthetic, and they charge you premium pricing. But here's what you don't know. You're not told the exact oil. It comes from a bulk drum. It's usually Group III, and even the staff often doesn't know the details. You're paying for synthetic, but not necessarily getting premium chemistry. Even within the same brand, you might be getting different products. If this surprised you, hit like, because most people have no idea this is happening. Point 8. Valvoline service versus retail. Here's a trap. Valvoline bottle does not equal Valvoline service. Same brand name, different product. So you trust the name, but the formulation may not match what you expect. A German brand with two very different realities. If you like learning the behind-the-scenes truth, subscribe, because that's what this channel is all about. Point 9. Ravenol. Two worlds in one brand. Ravenol has a strong reputation, and to be fair, some of their oils are true PAO, VST, VSE. Others are just Group III. Same brand, totally different chemistry, and unless you check carefully, you won't know the difference. Japanese brands, are they really better? If you drive a Japanese car, this next guard is especially important. Like the video.
Point 10. Eneos and Idemitsu. Reputation versus reality. These brands have strong reputations. People assume Japanese brand equals premium quality, but in the US market, mostly Group III formulations. So again, great branding, but not necessarily premium base oil. Does it actually matter? Here's the honest answer. Normal driving, Group III is fine. Regular oil changes, no problem. But turbo engines, extreme heat, and long oil intervals, that's where PAO really matters. What you should buy instead. If you want true synthetic performance, AMSOIL Signature Series, Mobil 1, Redline, Royal Purple. These brands use PAO, are transparent about it, and price accordingly. Now you know the truth. You're not just buying oil anymore, you're making an informed decision. And that's what separates a smart car owner from everyone else. Drop a comment. What oil are you currently using? And if this helped you even a little, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.